I'll sit in the back row on a Wednesday afternoon, when the cinema was nearly empty and the world outside the moon of the projector found me there with my popcorn and my coat. Cinema for one on a Wednesday is a note I wrote. Cinema for one is not lonely. Cinema for one is only the most complete way to watch a film. Cinema for one at the helm. Cinema for one, the seat beside me empty. Cinema for one, I have more than plenty of the space and of the screen and of the dark. Cinema for one, leaving its lovely mark on the afternoon, on the Wednesday, on the week. Cinema for one, giving me the seek of something larger than my ordinary life. Cinema for one, cutting through the strife. The film was not the point entirely, though it was very good. The point was sitting in the dark alone, the way I always should. Allow myself more often as a gift of unaccountable time. Cinema for one on a Wednesday afternoon is perfectly sublime. Cinema for one is not lonely. Cinema for one is only the most complete way to watch a film. Cinema for one at the helm. Cinema for one, the seat beside me empty. Cinema for one, I have more than plenty of the space and of the screen and of the dark. Cinema for one, leaving its lovely mark on the afternoon, on the Wednesday, on the week. Cinema for one, giving me the seek of something larger than my ordinary life. Cinema for one, cutting through the strife. At something near the end and no one saw me wipe my eyes, and that was also part of the beauty of the solo enterprise, of being moved without the managing of someone else's reaction. Cinema for one, the most private, most complete satisfaction. Cinema for one is not lonely. Cinema for one is only the most complete way to watch a film. Cinema for one at the helm. Cinema for one, the seat beside me empty. Cinema for one, I have more than plenty of the space and of the screen and of the dark. Cinema for one, leaving its lovely mark on the afternoon, on the Wednesday, on the week. Cinema for one, giving me the seek of something larger than my ordinary life. Cinema for one, cutting through the strife. Cinema for one, I'll do this every month. Cinema for one, I've had enough of waiting for someone to come along. Cinema for one is where I belong, on a Wednesday in the back row in the dark. Cinema for one, the most beautiful art of being with yourself and being fed. has been there since before the restaurant opened, and every spring it bears more fruit than anyone has hoped in. The chef uses every lemon in the menus and the drinks, and the lemon tree in the courtyard doesn't stop to think. The lemon tree in the courtyard gives, the lemon tree in the courtyard lives as generously as a tree can live. The lemon tree in the courtyard give and give. The lemon tree in the courtyard bright and yellow. The lemon tree in the courtyard soft and mellow. In its giving, in its fruiting, in its shade. The lemon tree in the courtyard isn't afraid of producing more than anyone expects. The lemon tree in the courtyard just collects the sun and the water and the patient years. The lemon tree in the courtyard never fears. I sat beneath it in the August heat between the lunch and dinner service, and felt the weight of all the lemons growing right above us, without any fuss, without a plan, just the faithful accumulation. The lemon tree in the courtyard, the best of all the education. The lemon tree in the courtyard gives, the lemon tree in the courtyard lives as generously as a tree can live. The lemon tree in the courtyard give and give. The lemon tree in the courtyard bright and yellow. The lemon tree in the courtyard soft and mellow. In its giving, in its fruiting, in its shade. The lemon tree in the courtyard isn't afraid of producing more than anyone expects. The lemon tree in the courtyard just collects the sun and the water and the patient years. The lemon tree in the courtyard never fears. The owner said the tree was planted by the woman who had it before, and that she talked to it each morning, and she loved it to the core. He talks to it as well now, out of respect for what she knew. The lemon tree in the courtyard carrying two people's love right through. The lemon tree in the courtyard gives, the lemon tree in the courtyard lives as generously as a tree can live. The lemon tree in the courtyard give and give. The lemon tree in the courtyard bright and yellow. The lemon tree in the courtyard soft and mellow. In its giving, in its fruiting, in its shade. The lemon tree in the courtyard isn't afraid of producing more than anyone expects. The lemon tree in the courtyard just collects the sun and the water and the patient years. The lemon tree in the courtyard never fears. The lemon tree bright, the lemon tree in the courtyard, morning light on every yellow fruit that it grows. The lemon tree in the courtyard always knows to come back with the spring, with the faithful yellow. The lemon tree in the courtyard saying hello, oh yeah, again and again and again and again. The lemon tree in the courtyard, through sun and rain. The maple tree holds the morning dew in every leaf's curved bowl. And when the light hits it at 7, the whole tree comes alive with gold. 1,000 tiny mirrors, all catching the same sun. Maple and morning dew at 7, the most beautiful one. Maple and morning dew, the finest sight. Maple and morning dew, the earliest light. Making something from the night's leftover. Maple and morning dew, starting over. Maple and morning dew outside the kitchen glass. Maple and morning dew helping the morning pass into something worth the getting up for. Maple and morning dew, always something more than just the tree and just the water. Maple and morning dew, the world's best daughter, of the night and of the sun together. Maple and morning dew in every weather. By 9 the dew is gone, the leaves are dry, and the maple is just the maple again. But I have seen it at its best between the 7 and the 10, and carry that particular gold into the ordinary day. Maple and morning dew before the world has had its say. Maple and morning dew, the finest sight. Maple and morning dew, the earliest light. Making something from the night's leftover. Maple and morning dew, starting over. Maple and morning dew outside the kitchen glass. Maple and morning dew helping the morning pass into something worth the getting up for. Maple and morning dew, always something more than just the tree and just the water. Maple and morning dew, the world's best daughter, of the night and of the sun together. Maple and morning dew in every weather. I tried to photograph it once, and the camera missed the thing, the way photographs always miss. The particular wing of a moment and its aliveness. The maple and the dew require the eye, not the lens, just the human morning eye, watching the light go by. Maple and morning dew, the finest sight. Maple and morning dew, the earliest light. Making something from the night's leftover. Maple and morning dew. and just the tree, and just the tree, and just the water. Maple and morning dew, the world's best daughter, of the night and of the sun together. Maple and morning dew in every weather. Maple and morning dew, see you tomorrow. Maple and morning dew, borrowing my sorrow and turning it to gold against the seventh sky. Maple and morning dew, I always try to be awake before the dew has gone. Maple and morning dew, carry me along through the morning, through the day, through the ordinary. Maple and morning dew, my sanctuary. The silver birch outside my window goes a deeper white in rain. Every drop that hits the bark makes the pale more plain. And beautiful the way that water clarifies a thing. Silver birch in the rain outside my window, this is what I bring. Silver birch in the rain, standing tall. Silver birch in the rain, through it all. The trunk unchanged, the leaves releasing. Silver birch in the rain, never ceasing. Silver birch in the rain, my morning view. Silver birch in the rain, always true to its pale and patient self in every weather. Silver birch in the rain, holding it together. I have watched it through 100 rainy mornings. Silver birch in the rain, without any warnings, just the steady, faithful presence of the white. Silver birch in the rain, everything's alright. In summer it is filtered through with green and apples all the floor. In autumn the leaves turn to gold before the winter's more. Bare version with the branches clear against the gray November sky. Silver birch in the rain in every season, catching my eye. Silver birch in the rain, standing tall. Silver birch in the rain, through it all. The trunk unchanged, the leaves releasing. Silver birch in the rain, never ceasing. put it on the windowsill, beside the silver birch outside. Silver birch in the rain, inside and out, my most beloved guide. Silver birch in the rain, standing tall. Silver birch in the rain, through it all. The trunk unchanged, the leaves releasing. Silver birch in the rain, never cease. And silver birch in the rain, my morning view. Silver birch in the rain, always true to its pale and patient self in every weather. Silver birch in the rain, holding it together. I have watched it through 100 rainy mornings. Silver birch in the rain, without any warnings, just the steady, faithful presence of the white. Silver birch in the rain, everything's alright. Silver birch in the rain, outside my glass. Silver birch in the rain, as the seasons pass, teach me how to stand in what comes down. Silver birch in the rain, in this gray town, teach me how to keep the pail intact. Silver birch in the rain is a fact of beauty in the ordinary place. Silver birch in the rain, your steady grace. The kettle on the stove takes longer than the electric kind, but I prefer the slow kettle morning for the peace it gives my mind. The watching of the steam begin, the listening for the sound. Slow kettle morning is the ritual of being found. Slow kettle morning, don't rush this. Slow kettle morning, the best bliss is in the waiting and the watching. Slow kettle morning and the catching. Slow kettle morning, before the day starts. Slow kettle morning, where the patience starts to feel like something I chose and not something I lack. Slow kettle morning, always bringing me back to the person I am, without the urgent. Slow kettle morning, beautiful insurgent, against the speed, against the instant, against the now. Slow kettle morning, teaching me how. The first bubble rises from the bottom, a single silver sphere, and then the whole thing shifts and murmurs, and the whistle drawing near is the most satisfying sound of morning, better than any alarm. Slow kettle morning, the original, completely ordinary charm. Slow kettle morning, don't rush this. Slow kettle morning, the best bliss is in the waiting and the watching. Slow kettle morning and the catching. Slow kettle morning, before the day starts. Slow kettle morning, where the patience starts to feel like something I chose and not something I lack. Slow kettle morning, always bringing me back to the person I am, without the urgent. Slow kettle morning, beautiful insurgent, against the speed, against the instant, against the now. Slow kettle morning, teaching me how. are faster ways, I know them all. The app, the pod, the press. But slow kettle morning is the method that leaves me feeling less rushed and more deliberate, more present in my skin. Slow kettle morning is the only way for me to begin. Slow kettle morning, don't rush this. Slow kettle morning, the best bliss is in the waiting and the watching. Slow kettle morning and the catching. Slow kettle morning before the day starts. Slow kettle morning where the patience starts to feel like something I chose and not something I lack. Slow kettle morning always bringing me back to the person I am without the urgent. Slow kettle morning, beautiful insurgent against the speed, against the instant, against the now. Slow kettle morning teaching me how. Slow kettle morning, whistle and done. Slow kettle morning, already won the best part of the day before it began. Slow kettle morning is my plan for the Tuesday and the Thursday and the gray. Slow kettle morning, starting every day with intention, with the watching, with the steam. Slow kettle morning, better than a dream. I bought it at the market for almost nothing. The cardigan, the brown of autumn leaves, with wooden buttons and a pocket and a small hole at the sleeve. Someone wore this every winter, I can tell by how it's shaped. Someone's old cardigan became the thing I loved most late. Someone's old cardigan knows things. Someone's old cardigan still brings the warmth of whoever wore it before. Someone's old cardigan knows more. Someone's old cardigan around my shoulders. Someone's old cardigan as autumn grows older. I wear it to the market and the morning walk. Someone's old cardigan doing all the talk of comfort and of living and of keeping warm. Someone's old cardigan through every storm of the ordinary week, the rainy, the cold. Someone's old cardigan better than gold. I mended the sleeve hole with some thread I found that nearly matched, and now the cardigan has my mending too. A new patch attached to all the years of wearing that it held before it came to me. Someone's old cardigan and mine together, making history. Someone's old cardigan knows things. Someone's old cardigan still brings the warmth of whoever wore it before. Someone's old cardigan knows more. Someone's old cardigan around my shoulders. Someone's old cardigan as autumn grows older. I wear it to the market and the morning walk. Someone's old cardigan doing all the talk of comfort and of living every storm of the ordinary week, the rainy, the cold. Someone's old cardigan, better than gold. There's a faint smell still of someone else's home, not unpleasant, just a trace of what another life smelled like in another time and place. And I find it comforting to know that I am wearing something worn, someone's old cardigan connecting me to whoever it was born. Someone's old cardigan knows things. Someone's old cardigan still brings the warmth of whoever wore it before. Someone's old cardigan knows more. Someone's old cardigan around my shoulders. Someone's old cardigan as autumn grows older. To the market and the morning walk. Someone's old cardigan doing all the talk of comfort and the living and of keeping warm. Someone's old cardigan through every storm of the ordinary week, someone's old cardigan, better than gold. Someone's old cardigan, I'll wear you out. Someone's old cardigan, without a doubt, you're the best thing I found at the market stall. Someone's old cardigan, worth it all. The wooden buttons and the autumn brown. Someone's old cardigan, the best in town. Whoever you are, thank you for this thing. Someone's old cardigan, eternal spring. She bloomed in late October, when everything else had given up. A dark red dahlia in the border, like a final filled up cup of what the garden had to offer. Before the frost arrived, the last dahlia standing there, proud to have survived. The last dahlia doesn't know its last. The last dahlia holding beautifully fast to all the color and the form it has. The last dahlia, the garden's jazz. The last dahlia in October cold. The last dahlia doing what she's told by the season and the sun and the slow retreat. The last dahlia making autumn complete. I cut her for the kitchen table when the frost came. The last dahlia doing just the same as all her summer sisters did before. The last dahlia, that's what dahlias are for. On the kitchen table for 5 days she opened fully flat, and the color deepened as she aged, and I was glad of that. The last dahlia teaching me that beauty doesn't rush its end. The last dahlia all the way to the last petal, a perfect friend. The last dahlia doesn't know its last. The last dahlia holding beautifully fast to all the color and and the form it has. The Last Dahlia, the garden's jazz. The Last Dahlia in October cold. The Last Dahlia doing what she's told by the season and the sun and the slow retreat. The Last Dahlia making autumn complete. I cut her for the kitchen table when the frost came. The Last Dahlia doing just the same as all her summer sisters did before. The Last Dahlia, that's what dahlias are for. Tubers in the spring, in the border where she stood, and in October there will be another last, as there always should be a final flower in the garden, a dark red holdout against the gray. The Last Dahlia every year is different, but it's always the same way. The Last Dahlia doesn't know its last. The Last Dahlia holding beautifully fast to all the color and the form it has. The Last Dahlia, the garden's jazz. The Last Dahlia in October cold. The Last Dahlia doing what she's told by the season and the sun and the slow retreat. The Last Dahlia making autumn complete. I cut her for the kitchen table when the frost came. The Last Dahlia doing just the same as all her summer sisters did before. The Last Dahlia, that's what dahlias are for. The Last Dahlia, red against the gray October. Last Dahlia, the garden's October soldier, standing at the border of the seasons. And the Last Dahlia, my most faithful friend in all the autumn, in all the fading green. The Last Dahlia, the most beautiful I've seen. Come back next year in the border, come again. The Last Dahlia, worth the wait, worth the rain. It sets up after 8 when the day crowd goes and the paper lanterns glow between the stalls and over the heads of everyone below. The night market smells of sesame and something sweet and fried. The night market is the city's best, most generous inside. The night market open to the sky. The night market making the night into something warmer, something fed. The night market and the overhead. The night market lanterns and the steam. The night market better than a dream of somewhere foreign, somewhere far and fine. The night market on my street is mine, and yours and theirs and everyone who comes. The night market beating its warm drums of rice and noodles, and the vendors call. The night market welcoming us all. An old couple shares a bowl between them without a word exchanged. They've been sharing bowls for 40 years, everything arranged into the comfortable silence of the long and chosen life. The night sky, the night market, making the night into something warmer, something fed. The night market and the overhead, the night market, lanterns and the steam, the night market, better than a dream of somewhere foreign, somewhere far and fine. The night market on my street is mine, and yours and theirs and everyone who comes. The night market beating its warm drums of rice and noodles, and the vendors call. The night market welcoming us all. Favorite stall by instinct now, third row on the right. The woman there knows what I'll order every Friday night, and she starts it before I've reached the counter, pours the broth just so. The night market and its generous knowing of the regulars below. The night market open to the sky, the night market, making the night into something warmer, something fed. The night market and the overhead, the night market, lanterns and the steam, the night market, better than a dream of somewhere foreign, somewhere far and fine. The night market on my street is mine, and yours and theirs and everyone who comes. The night market beating its warm drums of rice and noodles, and the vendors call. The night market welcoming us all. The night market packing up at midnight, the night market going out the light of the lanterns and the stalls and the steam rising. The night market, always so surprising in how much it gave in just 4 hours. The night market with its fragrant towers of flavor and of warmth and of the street. The night market making night complete. Nobody knows who she was anymore, her name gone with the years. But she hangs above the fireplace still, with her particular gaze and ears tilted just a fraction to the left, as if hearing something we can't. The portrait above the fireplace, a beautiful confidant. The portrait above the fireplace watches, the portrait above the fireplace catches. Every morning that we sit below her, the portrait above the fireplace knows us. The portrait above the fireplace in the room, the portrait above the fireplace in the gloom of winter evenings when the fire is lit. Portrait above the fireplace, perfectly fit into the space above the mantel and the clock. The portrait above the fireplace, around the block of every year I've lived beneath her gaze. The portrait above the fireplace, setting me ablaze. I've made up many stories for her life. She was a teacher once, I think, or maybe someone's daughter in a port town, standing at the brink of a voyage or a marriage or a season that the portrait doesn't say. The portrait above the fireplace, keeping all her secrets to this day. The portrait above the fireplace watches, the portrait above the fireplace catches. Every morning that we sit below her, the portrait above the fireplace knows us. The portrait above the fireplace in the room, the portrait above the fireplace in the gloom of winter evenings when the fire is lit. The portrait above the fireplace perfectly fit into the space above the mantel and the clock. The portrait above the fireplace around the block of every year I've lived beneath her gaze. The portrait above the fireplace setting me ablaze. She came with the house and I almost moved her to the hall, but something about her quiet presence stopped me in the hall. And so she stayed, and so I learned to love her steady look. The portrait above the fireplace, my most favorite book. The portrait above the fireplace watches, the portrait above the fireplace catches. Every morning that we sit below her, the portrait above the fireplace knows us. The portrait above the fireplace in the room, the portrait above the fireplace in the gloom of winter evenings when the fire is lit. The portrait above the fireplace perfectly fit into the space above the mantel and the clock. The portrait above the fireplace around the block of every year I've lived beneath her gaze. The portrait above the fireplace setting me ablaze. The portrait above the fireplace, who are you? The portrait above the fireplace, I wish I knew your name, your story, what you loved and feared. The portrait above the fireplace, you appeared in my life and I'm glad you did. The portrait above the fireplace never hid the dignity of whoever you once were. The portrait above the fireplace I prefer to live beneath your gaze. The bells above the door sound different here, softer than you think. And the whole shop smells of lanolin and cedar, and the colors on the brink of orange into gold into the cream of an unstarted thing. The wool shop on Maple Street in October is everything. The wool shop on Maple Street is patient. All that color waiting on the shelf. The wool shop on Maple Street is haven for whoever needs to find themselves. The wool shop on Maple Street, take me in. The wool shop on Maple Street, where do I begin? With the merino or the alpaca soft. The wool shop on Maple Street, lifting me aloft into a project, into a plan, into a row. The wool shop on Maple Street, the best place I know. for the Tuesday, for the gray. The wool shop on Maple Street, making sense of the day. The woman at the counter knows her stock by touch as much as sight. She'll pull the perfect shade for what you're making in the winter light. And she never hurries, never rushes you to make the final call. The wool shop on Maple Street believes you need to feel them all. The wool shop on Maple Street is patient. All that color waiting on the shelf. The wool shop on Maple Street is haven for whoever needs to find themselves. The wool shop on Maple Street, take me in. The wool shop on Maple Street, where do I begin? With the merino or the alpaca soft? The wool shop on Maple Street, lifting me aloft into a project, into a plan, into a row. The wool shop on Maple Street, the best place I know. For the afternoon, for the Tuesday, for the gray. The wool shop on Maple Street, making sense of the day. I bought a skein of something almost teal that I didn't need, and started something I haven't finished yet, but planted the seed of something warm for someone I love, made from that particular blue. The wool shop on Maple Street, between the color and the hue. The wool shop on Maple Street is patient. All that color waiting on the shelf. The wool shop on Maple Street is haven for whoever needs to find themselves. The wool shop on Maple Street, take me in. The wool shop on Maple Street, where do I begin? With the merino or the alpaca soft? The wool shop on Maple Street, lifting me aloft into a project, into a plan, into a row. The wool shop on Maple Street, the best place I know. For the afternoon, for the Tuesday, for the gray. The wool shop on Maple Street, making sense of the day. The wool shop on Maple Street, I'll be back in spring. The wool shop on Maple Street, whatever the season brings, I'll find my way to the bells above that door. The wool shop on Maple Street, always something more to discover and to touch and to take home. The wool shop on Maple Street, I'm never alone among the colors and the needles and the warm. The wool shop on Maple Street, keeping out the storm. Three o'clock in the afternoon is the dip, the famous energy low, when everything that seemed manageable begins to slow. body wanting the siesta that the northern country skip. 3 o'clock in the afternoon is the part of the day that slips. 3 o'clock afternoon, the quietest hour. 3 o'clock afternoon, losing its power to seem important or urgent or real. 3 o'clock afternoon, how I feel. 3 o'clock afternoon, I make my tea. 3 o'clock afternoon, just for me, and sit for the 10 minutes that I take. 3 o'clock afternoon, staying awake. Through the dip, through the low, through the slow dissolve. 3 o'clock afternoon, my own resolve to be gentle in the middle of the day. 3 o'clock afternoon, finding my way. The office gets a little quieter, then the typing slows its pace, and everyone is privately fighting the 3 o'clock embrace of tiredness and the wanting of a different afternoon. 3 o'clock in every time zone comes a little too soon. 3 o'clock afternoon, the quietest hour. 3 o'clock afternoon, losing its power to seem important or urgent or real. 3 o'clock afternoon, how I feel. 3 o'clock afternoon, I make my tea. 3 o'clock afternoon, just for me, and sit for the 10 minutes that I take. 3 o'clock afternoon, staying awake. Through the dip, through the low, through the slow dissolve. 3 o'clock afternoon, my own resolve to be gentle in the middle of the day. 3 o'clock afternoon, finding my way. But then by 4 it lifts again somehow. The second wind arrives, and 3 o'clock in the afternoon becomes what most survives as the most honest part of any day, the brief and human part. 3 o'clock in the afternoon has all my heart. 3 o'clock afternoon, the quietest hour. 3 o'clock afternoon, losing its power to seem important or urgent or real. 3 o'clock afternoon, how I feel. 3 o'clock afternoon, I make my tea. 3 o'clock afternoon, just for me, and sit for the 10 minutes that I take. 3 o'clock afternoon, staying awake. Through the dip, through the low, through the slow dissolve. 3 o'clock afternoon, my own resolve to be gentle in the middle of the day. 3 o'clock afternoon, finding my way. 3 o'clock afternoon, come find me still. 3 o'clock afternoon, working against my will to be efficient and productive and on track. 3 o'clock afternoon, giving me back the permission to be tired and too slow. 3